Hey, what's up, guys? So, this is another video on door knocking. So, strictly door knocking. What you need to do to prepare for this door knocking adventure, because it's not going to be one day, it's going to be an adventure, it's going to be a journey, is you need to familiarize yourself with the neighborhood. So, pick a neighborhood that maybe you live in, or maybe that you have a lot of interest in, that could become your farm. You need to know the special assessments, if there's any. You need to know the tax rate. You need to know if there's an HOA. You need to know if there's anything going on in that neighborhood, moratoriums, anything. You need to be the expert in that area before you go knocking on doors. Now, to become an expert in the area is not going to take you months or weeks. It's going to take you maybe an hour of prep. So anyway, get that information done and dialed first things first. Second is you need to create some sort of campaign. You don't want to walk up to a house just with a stack full of cards asking for their business. You need to show vested value in the neighborhood. So some sort of campaign, whether we're coming up to Easter, whether you want to do an Easter campaign, whether you want to do a summer campaign, a community yard sale campaign. There's all kinds of different things that you can do. So create some sort of campaign, produce or provide some sort of item of value, and then once you have that, once you have your flyers, once you have your business cards, and it's all stapled together, and you have all the knowledge of the neighborhood that you need, then you want to make sure you have something to write on, and you want to go out prepared looking professional. You don't want to go out in clothing that's going to make you look anything other than professional. The way you want to view your clients, the way you want your clients to view you. First impressions are huge, and it's really, really hard to get away from a first impression. So if you show up to the door in a nice shirt and nice pants, nice shoes, hair done well, um, you're gonna look like an agent that knows what they're doing, versus an agent that's going up with tennis shoes and shorts and a t-shirt. I'm not saying that that's horrible. I'm just saying that I would prefer you prepare you for success. I would prefer you dressed for success. So look good, feel good, look good, right? Do good. So do that, and then go start hammering the doors. Um, when I go to my first door, I have jitters as well, and what I've realized is I need to pre-plan. I need to pre-script with somebody else prior to going to my first door. So what I'll do is I'll call my friend and say, "Hey, act like you're a homeowner. I'm knocking on your door." So then I'll do it like 3 or 4 times with somebody on the phone, and then I'll go out and start attacking my doors, because you don't want to miss your opportunity with your first client. You just didn't do a good job for whatever reason, because you weren't prepared or you didn't practice the script enough. So this is the script that I use. It's really, really simple. There's no magic script. There's no magic, but it is strategic, and it is calculated, and it is simple. So just keep it simple. So the first things first is knock on the door, take a few steps back. I don't like to directly face my clients, so I kind of angle myself, and that's going to show that I'm being submissive. I'm I'm not a direct threat just with the body language, and I'm going to remember that I'm going to mirror and mimic everything that they do. So what that means is if they open the door and they say, "Hey," that means I'm going to say, "Hey," right? I'm not going to say, "Hello, my name is Anthony." I'm going to say, "Hey," because that's their verbiage. That's what they're comfortable with. That's how they talk. That's how you should talk. So mirror mimic. You want to be as similar to them as possible. So unconsciously, they're not going to know that you're mimicking them or that you're mirroring their body language, but unconsciously you are, and unconsciously they're going to agree with you, and they're going to mesh with you on a higher level. I'm not sure if you've ever met anyone that was for the first time and you're like, wow, I don't know why, but I really, really enjoy this person. It's because you guys are alike. It's because you guys like the same things. You guys are interested in the same things. You guys talk the same way. You guys act the same way. And there's a lot of things that bring you guys together and create a common ground unconsciously. So that's what we're trying to develop as you're knocking on doors, because you're coming up to somebody's door as a complete stranger, trying to earn their business, which is going to be really difficult, especially if you're not mastering the strategies. So next thing is knock knock, take a few steps back, angle your body so you're not directly facing them. I'd rather be here and say, hey, it's Anthony versus hey, it's Anthony. So hope that makes sense. Once they open the door, you mimic what they say and the way their body presents. So they say hey, you say hey, and then you get right into your script, and it's really quick and it's really simple. So hey, it's Anthony with Century 21. Just doing a little hanger to all the neighbors. We have an open house that's going to be held this Saturday. That's one. Okay. If you don't have an open house in the area, you don't want to say that script, right? So you want to think of a different script. Let's say that you have let's say you have an Easter event that you want to host in the area. Hey, my name is Anthony. I'm with Century 21. Just want to let you know that we're going to have an Easter event next weekend on Saturday. Wanted to see if you had or know of anyone that might be interested in going. And you stop. You have to stop. You really have to stop. You can't continue to mumble because they're going to get disinterested and disconnected if they can't have a say. Um, and you have to make it open so that way you got to prepare yourself for success. So you want to ask yes questions. Do you have any children? Yes, I do. All right, awesome. Do you know of anyone else that might be interested in joining our Easter event? Yeah, actually, I do. So Easter's unique. It's only one time a year. So let's just say it's something more broad and something that's going to be more common for you to use. So let's just say that we're just looking for people in the neighborhood that are in need of real estate assistance. So that's a broad one. It's not as effective. It's a little bit more cold, but it works, and we get in front of the client and we have an opportunity to speak with somebody. So this would be my script for someone that is not event specific or open house related or just listed, just sold. I would say, hey, my name is Anthony. I work with Century 21, the local real estate agency right up the street. Just want to see if you knew uh, of anyone that's thinking about maybe buying a home or selling a home in the near future. And then you just stop and they'll let you know. More than likely, they'll say, no, not right now, and we're not interested in selling. So you have to be prepared for the negative. Okay, so you prepare for that stuff. Perfect. I totally understand. It's a beautiful neighborhood. I wouldn't want to sell either. Where'd you come from? So you start going into dialogue about where they came from. I came from Fullerton. Really? What brought you out this way? Oh, house prices were great and this, and that. Perfect. So you got to take a mental note and expand on those things that they tell you. So yeah, you're right. Prices are much better out here than Fullerton. How do you like the area? Oh, I love it. We have a great pool in the back. Oh, it's awesome. There's not a lot of houses in this area that have a pool, so that's a great feature. Um, when you guys do move in the future, are you thinking about ever going back to Fullerton? That's a good transition to getting them thinking about the future. So, are you going to go back to Fullerton? That's going to get them thinking, and that's going to reconnect them to when they used to live out there. They'll let you know. They'll let you know, no, we're not, or they'll let you know, yeah, we are. Um, Perfect. That's awesome. So in the interim that you're out here now, do you have any friends or family that are thinking about moving out this way? And they'll let you know. Actually, you know what? Our cousin is thinking about moving out this way. Do you work in this city? Let's say it's 10, 15, 20 minutes away. Absolutely, I do. Yes, definitely. Um, If you don't mind, I can give you my business card, has my phone number. How serious are they about moving? And how soon would they like to move? Oh, they're very serious. They like to move as soon as possible. Okay, well, as a local expert and as a full-time real estate agent, I would love to assist them. If you're comfortable with them, with giving me their phone number, I can give them a phone call, and I can see if I can assist them better now than later. Okay, get them with the lender, take those steps, those steps to get them with the lender is huge. If they have somebody that's interested, that's the first step. Getting them to a lender and getting that ball rolling. So that's pretty much the script. I mean, you really don't have magic words, magic verbiage to get a number. You have to be a personable person, and you have to be a salesperson at the end of the day that has skills to negotiate, and you know what the purpose of the phone call is, or the sorry, in this case, the purpose of the door knocking is. The purpose is to build a quick relationship a rapport, obtain a phone number and an email if possible. But if you don't get it today, it's not the end of the road, and it was not an unsuccessful stop. Okay, I told you this was going to be an adventure. It's going to be a journey. Write down on your notepad 22147 Honeydew Lane in the city. And then like this person had interest in selling or knew somebody that had interest in selling. And you can always go back, follow up, and continue to build that relationship, because this is all relationship based. Once they see you 3, 4, 5, 6 times, you're the guy. That's it. You're the guy. So continue to follow up with people that show us interest, right? There are some secret special questions you can ask, but that's going to be after we verify that we have somebody on the hook, and that's a whole nother conversation. So we're not going to dive too deep into the secret questions, the secret sauce questions, to get all the information you need for a potential buyer or seller. Right now we're just working on the interim, or I'm sorry, the initial. We're working on, do you want to buy, do you want to sell? No? Okay, get next. No, 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 no. Yes. Okay, yes. Maybe. Not sure. We're thinking about it. Those are the ones where we just throw out the quick verbiage. Hey, we're going to do an Easter event. Do you have anybody? Have you ever thought about selling? Oh, you have. Okay. And then you start building that rapport, that relationship. And if you get the phone number and the email and they're serious and they want to go now, then you go now. If they give you just their name and they don't want to give you your phone number and their email, it's not a loss. Write down the name that they gave you, write down the address, write down that what you're missing. You're missing the phone number and the email. Okay, make that your goal for the next time you swing by. When you visit them 2, 3, 4 times, they'll build trust, and then they will probably end up giving you the information, because every time you go, you're gonna ask for it. And that's, you have to face that. You're gonna ask for it every time. Hey, can I get your phone number and email? Oh, hey, I told you last time I didn't want to do that. We're not ready right now. Okay. Well, you still need my assistance, right? Yeah, but we're you're going too fast for us right now. Perfectly fine, not a problem. See you next time. Next time? Hey, you guys closer? Yes. Okay, can I have your phone number and email? I'm just trying to help you guys. No pressure. Sure, here's the phone number, here's the email. Now you got that. Now you put it into your database, and now you continuously follow up with them, and you continue to knock their door. Every few months, you got to continue to knock the door, build a relationship. That's why you don't want to spread yourself thin on 20 different communities. You want to focus on 2 or 3 communities for this direct um, door knocking strategy. Okay, so you don't want to spread yourself too thin. So lastly is the close. You have to close, you have to finish. So make sure you don't talk too much. You just stop talking and let them talk. When you ask a question, stop talking, let them talk. And then the close is really important, because you don't want to take up all their time. Well, I really appreciate your time, James. Thank you very much for talking with me for a minute or two. I have all your information, and I know that you want to buy a house in the next 6 months. So I'm gonna have a lender contact you next week on Tuesday, because you said that's when you're most available. And I'm gonna just look for a few homes that kind of fit what you're looking for. You said you're looking for a 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath home in Menifee, correct? Yes. Okay, perfect. So I'll just take a look and see what we have available. We're so far out that it doesn't really make sense to send you houses just yet. But if there's anything special, I'll definitely send it your way. Okay? Perfect. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Have a wonderful day. That's it. Make sure you always ask for referrals. So before you leave, you make sure you ask for referrals. Hey, you don't happen to know anyone else that's thinking about buying or selling their house, do you? And they'll think about it for a second, and they'll let you know no, or they'll let you know yes. And if they do, then you try to collect that information. If you don't, you just write a note. Yes, they were interested. Yes, they have a friend that wants to sell. And then you follow up with them next time, and you pick up where you left off, and you be that great agent. You be that great salesperson who has a great follow-up system, who has great presence, and who has great skills. And that's all it takes, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Try to keep them under 15 minutes. So if you have any further questions, just comment. Um, Let me know. You can also call me or text me, 909 687 03